y'all, so just waiting for the model to show up. This is going to be the first photo shoot that I do with the Canon RF. Taking photos around the house and the backyard and stuff, and obviously that doesn't do it justice, but so far the colors look amazing. The one annoying thing is both Capture One and Lightroom don't have RAW support yet, and so I'm having to convert to DNG, and then I can't use the Canon profiles, but I'm still getting way better colors than I was with my Sony. In my opinion, for what I envision for my work to look, the Canon kind of fits it a little bit more better than what the Sony does, and it's less work. So yeah, I'm excited to shoot this, and we'll really be able to see what we can do with it. So somehow my subject to detect was on no priority, so I was kind of missing some shots when she was spinning, but we're gonna try it again. Go over there and start spinning again. So she has a lot of bangs in her face, but this thing's still picking up her eye. And when she spins around the back of her head, it still picks up the back of her head, which is pretty cool. Wait, stay there. Everyone's always asked me where I get all like my vintage cars that I shoot with, and pretty much just find them wherever you're at. And when you're in Southern California, they're kind of just all over.
That's true. You're so cool.
So why do you rollerblade? What do you call it?
Because
You started doing it out of nowhere.
I actually started rollerblading in middle school, started roller skating this year, and it's just really freeing. It feels a lot like dancing. So
She took that answer very serious.
it was very serious.
Oh, yeesh, my girl. Yeesh. All right, y'all, so this is the day after. Quality probably looks different than what I was vlogging on before. I'll explain that after this, but the Canon R5, right? It was awesome to shoot with. Yesterday's shoot was just me trying to play with the camera and just get a quick little shoot in so I get some files to play with and everything. Kind of work out the kinks. When you switch to new systems, the systems run totally different than everything else. So I could pretty much got my settings down a lot better now. So next time I go shoot, I shouldn't have any mess ups. So the mess ups I did have on this shoot was I accidentally had an auto ISO, I don't know how that is. The autofocus priority was off. So I was, at first when she was spinning, I was missing some shots. So after I get all those kinks worked out, the camera just works. When on the Sony a7R IV for autofocus, I had two back button focusing. One was for tracking and the other one was for like face detection. While on the Canon, you pretty much, I keep the focusing point in the center. I just grab something that I want to track and it just tracks it. And then if I want to track a face, I basically put that square on the face and then it takes priority and it starts doing face and eye detection. When I did video, I was kind of confused on how to work autofocus on the video just because I'm not used to doing that. I'm used to cinema rigs. And so I would click and then it would kind of like choose something, it would track that. And so if I just didn't touch it, it would track her, which was crazy. It just knew to track her. So yeah, with the edits, I didn't want to go too crazy with the edits because we still don't have RAW support yet. So we're having to convert the RAW files to DNG files. And when you do that, I'm not sure if we're losing any information, and I know for sure that we can't use the Canon profiles, and that's one of the reasons I switched to Canon, so I can use those and take it a little easier on when I go into post-processing. So far, the highlight recovery is total dog shit on this camera, but I've noticed that if you underexpose and you save the highlights, you kind of lift the shadows up and it looks really clean. In my experience with the Sony a7R IV, that was reversed. It was better to overexpose and then recover the highlights in post to get a cleaner image. But on this, so far, it's the reverse, which I don't mind at all. That's kind of how I shoot video, so it works for me actually. And so yeah, to this camera real quick. So I just went to Best Buy and I got this camera. It's the Sony ZV-1. I want to start filming more behind the scenes on all my photo shoots, and I had a whole GoPro set up with like a Rode micro video mic on it, and it was just very obnoxious. There's cables everywhere, and the quality just editing this video looked like total dog shit. And so if I'm gonna go in all this and start doing more YouTube, I thought I might as well invest in a proper camera. So Yeah, I'm just using the Allborn mic with the little dead cat on it, and yeah, hopefully it looks cool. So far in the back camera, it looks cool. Let's get some lens flares in here. Let's see how this looks. All right. Let's see. Probably get more in here. Stay. All right, let's check out the zoom on here. Ooh. This kind of goes slow, but this looks pretty badass, honestly. So yeah. All right, guys, let me know what you think of this camera, and let me know what you think of the R5. Freaking loving it so far, so hopefully as soon as we get RAW support, I'll be able to push the files a little bit more, and we'll see if the camera's worth it. So far, I'm loving it, and so far, even the files, even with just DNG conversions, it's still looking pretty badass. So, yeah, guys, peace.